Oh. Okay, now I'm proving myself wrong, and just occasionally. Ah, yes. Yes, feel the sting of my blade, spider bitches. Yes, your kind shall be extinguished from the earth. Now I can feel the sin entering me right now. Ah, there we go, there we go. It looks kind of nifty when you level up. Now, in my experience, I do tend to end this demo around level 8, so let's rock. Actually, maybe one weakness in the bars I can see is that it's not like my experience bar right now. It's not obvious whether it's full or empty, just without further context. I don't know if there's some way of fixing that without just adding big fat numbers or something. Just something to think about. I'm sure there's a way. Makes you realise how spoiled most people are, really, that some of them have 256 or even millions of colours. And this guy's got about 8 of them or something, and he's made a whole game. So there. You barely need any. You probably only need 2, really, don't you? How many colours do you need? Now, I wonder if somebody can make a game with 1 colour. I don't think that really makes any sense. You do need 2. You need to be able to depict things of some kind. Now that would be a good artsy project. The first game that exists without depicting concrete things of any kind. Maybe they use sound. Maybe that's it. Maybe there's no visuals. It'd be like dark room. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, he is definitely vulnerable after his Thor's hammer thing, and you kind of save. Actually, oh, that's the other reason I think this is like Enter the Gungeon. Of course, he's got a dodge roll. Because the Enter the Gungeon guys are completely in love with the Dark Souls dodge roll. Oh dear, I'm beginning to think I might even know too much about this. So I'm like one of those guys who remembers all the historical figures and who was their daddy. Except these are games and I know who their daddy was. God, he doesn't slow down after that DM flame sword. Not one bit. Yeah, you can kind of save yourself stamina, and just the dodge roll does, it gets you out of trouble, but it also puts you out of control for a bit. I think it doesn't even use any stamina to do a block if I'm... right, I guess that would be a surprise stamina use, wouldn't it? So they're not going to... Thor's hammer. Oh, he did a roll after his Thor's hammer? He's supposed to be straightforwardly vulnerable. Blast him. Blast him. I am sweating. I really am sweating. Not quite literally. I have been known to sweat literally in very rare cases, I think, with games. Early on, Minecraft maybe sweat pretty literally, I think. I bet you that damn Fume Knight in Dark Souls 2 made me literally sweat. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Tusk, tusk, tusk. It's all a bit of a palaver, really, isn't it? Almost just, yeah, it comes to the point you can kind of let his first attack... Yes, my destiny! Whew. Whew. And all of a sudden, peace washes over you. Okay, let's see here. Well, if it isn't the Hammer of Unmaking, is it missing graphics or something? I didn't really see its handle. Okay, add that to the list, because there's supposed to be a handle on the Hammer of Unmaking. I didn't really see it. Slow but powerful weapon. Attacks cannot be interrupted. Hold attack to release a powerful slam attack capable of destroying some walls. Okay, now how did I... Oh, that's right. I think you've got to equip it. Okay, then this is fairly good too. Like you're trapped in here. This is how you do a good tutorial. You trap them in the room, and you force them to do the right thing to leave. I'm actually doing that in Super Space these days as well for equipping weapons. The danger being that if they don't do the thing, they'll quit. It's a bit of a risky maneuver. Yeah, justice. Now, I'm also... The end of the demo is that way, but I actually haven't tried this yet. I'm going to try this live. We'll do it live! I'm going to head back and try to... And yeah, I can see the rubble there. Save you, save, save you, save, Jesus, save my game. Of course, Soul Flame Essence. Is this going to be an item thing? I thought maybe there would be... I don't know. Okay. Restores 40 hit points over 2 seconds. A single drop will ignite the soul. Thing is, though, I think... Can you... Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. Is the Soul Flame Essence my Estus? I got more Estus in there. Jesus, wow, okay. I didn't know about that. Also, how do I... Yeah, okay, so it's like RB for the record to switch my weapon. You know, I was thinking the environments start to look a bit similar, like I thought I was somewhere else for a second, but I think that's part of the charm in some ways. You should feel a bit lost in the catacombs, I think. Did I mention silhouettes? Yeah, like... They always tell you in character design you need to have a strong silhouette in your guys. Well, this poor fellow has only silhouettes to work with, and he's done a bonza job. That's actually how I designed the icon for Plasma Beam Games as well. I mean, I've worked with various people to develop various versions of the icon, and a professional artist whose name I will not disclose told me you've got to work it in black and white first. Hurrah! Rotting flesh. Oh! I guess that doesn't actually work yet either, but it's nice to have got it. Well, what I'm really excited about is the more Estus. Normally games like this, things get kind of more exciting the deeper and deeper you go into the bowels of the earth. That's how it's done. Oh, was there... Yeah, I think there's rubble at the end of this. I think there's rubble at the end of this. Maybe if I use my hammer to smash the rubble... That's about as... I didn't know I could still go that high, actually. Oh, what? What? Oh, okay, well now, let's be fair, that seems to be a bug. Whatever that's supposed to be saying isn't saying it. Ken, add it to the list. I'm so thorough. The door is locked. No problem, my mighty hammer will crush it. Except that it won't. We all know it's not going to work. Brute force only works some of the time, and it only works 98% of the time. And the other 2% of the time, you need the key or the plot to help you along. This game this game is almost one-dimensional. Actually, it's sort of 2D, but it's almost one-dimensional. Kind of reminds me of Lone Survivor. They're really cool. These little dang-wangle guys. Wow. The old Fandangles. And I think the coolest enemy design has got to be them. Walking around in their spindly legs. Their little schnozzles dangling about. You know, my leveling up isn't over until I can kill those hornswogglers in 2 hits. That's the thing. Let me kill a hornswoggler in 2 hits, and then I'm golden. I mean, that's the other thing. I mean, it's kind of scarier to have a linear setup there. If you can roam around too much, then it's less scary, you know. Because much of the time with these things, the scarier situation is just to be in a corridor with a monster, you know. I fell down there one time. Spoilers: you die if you fall down there. Maybe if I go up and I take the hammer with me, and I can maybe destroy some rubble. And the whole rising out of my grave thing sounds very much like what happens at the beginning of Dark Souls 3 when you're unkindled. Ken, feel free to skip to the good bits if this all proves unfruitful. And that's what this playthrough should be called. It should be called Unfruitful. Oh, you know what? Actually, maybe this will be worth it. This will be worth it. You're going to have an extended playthrough of this, but I can go back and spend my lavish souls, because I've got all my souls. I'm in sin. I'm in souls. I've got all my souls. Will Ken be willing to part with his souls, or will he be damned by his sin? Tune in next time on this